to be black in comics fandom. This is exhausting sometimes. I'm not talking about like, just making YouTube videos or being online or whatever, but like just sort of the way we have to show up as black comics fans can be exhausting at times.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am going to give you origin stories of black superheroes that they should use on an ongoing comic book run. I believe there are a lack of black superheroes in Marvel and DC when it comes to an ongoing title. So I'm going to show y'all 10 characters, maybe 11, and I'm going to show y'all the origin stories. So please stay tuned for this great video and make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Luther Manning, the original Deathlock, was a soldier in the Vietnam War. After being critically injured, he became the subject of an experimental government project, resulting in his resurrection as a cyborg. This transformation gave him enhanced physical abilities, making him stronger and faster than an average human. One of Deathlock's defining features is his cybernetic enhancements, including a computerized brain and a heads-up display in his bionic eye. This allows him to process information quickly and access vast amounts of data. Deathlock is skilled in various forms of combat, utilizing advanced weaponry integrated into his cybernetic systems. In addition to his combat prowess, Deathlock possesses regenerative capabilities, allowing him to recover from injuries at an...
Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all know that RoboCop is basically $1 billion franchise? If you count all the merchandise, movies, like anything they ever sold, Deathlock could be that. People love a good science fiction robot story or a human to droid story. Half human, half droid. Those are interesting stories. Marvel, y'all are dropping the soap if y'all don't put this character out there. Deathlock is a cool character. He's been in plenty of books in the past. He deserves an ongoing run. He just does. Let's go to number 2.
Isaiah Bradley, a character in Marvel Comics, is the first black Captain America. During World War II, he was one of 300 African American soldiers chosen for secret super soldier serum experiments. After enduring brutal tests and discrimination, he became a super soldier, fighting against the Axis powers. However, his heroism was overshadowed by racism, leading to his imprisonment and erasure from history. Isaiah's story highlights the struggles of black soldiers and the fight for recognition and justice in America.
Are you kidding me? I always felt like Captain America should have always been black. Look at my top 5 white characters that should have been black video. I will put the link below. Check that video out. It's really good. But I always felt like there should have been a black Captain America all the way from the beginning. And the Isaiah Bradley story, an ongoing title, I felt like he has more to tell. I would love to see more adventures. Like, it would be a breath of fresh air. How many Captain American books could you make? His story has been done over and over again. It's a recycled mess. I want to see something else. I feel like for my number 2 character on my top 10 characters that should have ongoing titles, I feel like Isaiah Bradley is next. Let's talk about number 3.
Who is Blue Marvel? Blue Marvel is a powerful and well-respected superhero who is often referred to as Marvel's Superman. His origin story took place in 1960s, and he was originally a brilliant physicist and a former Marine. He gained superpowers through an experimental antimatter energy source called the negative reactor, which gave him superhuman strength, durability, energy projection, as well as an ability to manipulate antimatter. He became a prominent superhero of his time, but his career came to an abrupt end when he accidentally revealed his secret identity to the public. 1960s America wasn't ready to accept the black superhero, and he was forced into retirement, which lasted for around 40 years. But he returned after one of his old enemies re-emerged and continued his superheroic career in the modern era.
Marvel is sitting on a pot of gold. Blue Marvel, I guarantee you, Blue Marvel will sell more tickets than Miss Marvel. I guarantee you that Blue Marvel will sell more comic books than Miss Marvel. I guarantee you, Blue Marvel, this is an iconic character that will make Disney Marvel millions of dollars, maybe even billions of dollars. His comic book, I'm going to show y'all the price of his comic. It's very, very expensive for a character that they have not used barely in anything. Could you imagine once they use this character? That's how much people love this character. They're sitting on gold. Either they're racist or Disney makes so much money they just don't care what they put out. That's why they gotta reboot so many comic book series every year, every other year. The sales doesn't hit. It's either lame characters or terrible writing. I think it's time. In 2026, I think it's time to bring out more black characters. Y'all keep failing. Y'all keep losing. Y'all lose fans every year. People don't care for the feminist agenda, the gay agenda, the political agenda. It shows it on the comic book sales. But y'all keep pushing out the female characters. Y'all keep pushing out the gay shit. I guarantee y'all, if we have an ongoing Blue Marvel comic, the Black Superman of Marvel, it will sell well. Make sure y'all have good writers though. No political garbage. No gay agenda. Just good writers. That's all you need.
Who is Mr. Terrific? Michael Holt, also known as Mr. Terrific, is one of the smartest people in the DC universe, alongside characters like Batman and Lex Luthor. After his wife died in a tragic accident, Michael fell into depression until he read about Terry Sloan, the original Mr. Terrific. He was inspired to use his own brilliance to help others like Terry, so Michael became a superhero. He took on the name Mr. Terrific, and he was recruited into the Justice Society of America. Michael doesn't have powers, but he's a master martial artist and inventor. His signature tech is the T-Sphere, floating AI orbs that can hack computers, project holograms, create force fields, and even make him invisible to technology. He also wears a special mask and jacket made from a material called nano-absorptive mesh, which gives him enhanced protection and connects him directly to his T-Spheres. Mr. Terrific leads Checkmate, a global intelligence agency, and has even served as the White King. He's also the founder of Terrific Tech, one of the most advanced companies in the DC universe. He also leads a team called the Terrifics, based on the Fantastic Four, with the members being Metamorpho, Phantom Girl, and Plastic Man. But even though he's surrounded by gods and aliens, Michael Holt uses his intellect to keep up and become one of the smartest superheroes. Follow for more DC.
I do not like James Gunn as a film creator. I think Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie was a one-hit wonder. I think he got lucky with that. I think the jokes actually hit, but I think that's the only thing he ever done good when it came to superhero entertainment. Now, let me explain. The Superman movie that just came out last year, it was awful. It was terrible. I couldn't believe the direction James Gunn went. The only good part about the movie was Mr. Terrific. I will give James Gunn credit this. I did not like Mr. Terrific before the movie came out. I'm still disappointed on the character in some ways. I think it's racist putting him in a category as he's the third smartest superhero ever. Why put that in the category with him? Why not say he's one of the smartest superheroes of all time? Just so the fans could debate and argue. So I just think it's racist that you're putting him in a bubble, a square, whatever you want to call it. But I would say this with James Gunn. The Mr. Terrific scenes were amazing in the crappy Superman movie. And I am very shocked that they didn't capitalize on Mr. Terrific. They did a stupid ass miniseries, but I am shocked that they did not do an ongoing run. A lot of people, and I think Marvel and DC, they count these miniseries like, should we go on? The sales are low and stuff. A lot of people like me, we don't buy miniseries. We like to buy ongoing titles. So if the Mr. Terrific series was an ongoing, I think it would sell. I think it would have made lots of money. But for y'all to just do some mini-series after the movie was ridiculous. And I just think they dropped the soap. Mr. Terrific should have an ongoing title. They made a believer out of all of us. Mr. Terrific is a cool character if you write him right. And they did in the Superman movie. But they dropped the soap by not having him have an ongoing title. And I think this character deserves an ongoing title. Let's get to the next.
Who is Batman's recent ward, Duke Thomas? Duke Thomas, also known as the Signal, is a recent addition to the Bat family. Duke's journey into heroism began when his parents were transformed into Jokerized versions of themselves during the events of Batman Endgame. This traumatic experience pushed Duke to become a vigilante to fight against Gotham's escalating chaos. Initially, Duke became part of the We Are Robin movement, a group of teenage vigilantes inspired by Batman and Robin. Duke's involvement with the movement drew Batman's attention, leading to an invitation to join the Bat family, officially. Duke underwent extensive training with Batman and other members of the Bat family. Unlike most of his predecessors, Duke operates primarily during the daytime, leveraging his metahuman abilities. He possesses a photokinetic vision, allowing him to see light patterns and perceive changes in the environment, which makes him exceptionally adept at solving crimes and anticipating movements. Duke is one of the characters featured in the webtoon Wayne Family Adventures, the slice-of-life comic about the Bat family.
I think Bat Signal is a unique character. I think it would be better than that stupid ass, dumb ass Gotham show. I just think they makes too many stupid versions of Batman shows lately. I think if you give Signal a show or an ongoing Batman title, I would like that. I think it's cool. A daylight Batman that fights crime during the daytime where Batman is asleep and stuff. So there could be ongoing action all the time, really. And I believe that this could be a good run. It really could be if they do an ongoing Batman Signal title. Tell me what y'all think. Am I going crazy with some of the characters I named? I would love to hear what y'all thought. But let's go to the next character.
Bishop, a mutant from the 22nd century, possesses the ability to absorb, amplify, and redirect energy. Initially introduced in Uncanny X-Men number 282, 1991, he joins the X-Men after traveling to the past. Bishop's origin unfolds in Xavier's Security Enforcers, XSE, where he protects his sister and classmates from mutant vampires. His narrative deepens in X-Men, The Times and Life of Lucas Bishop, revealing his family's struggles and mutation branding. Bishop's energy manipulation abilities make him a formidable ally. With a complex backstory and impactful presence, he remains a significant figure in X-Men lore.
I cannot talk towards all black people about this because unfortunately we have a lot of coons, Uncle Toms in the nerdy community that really don't care about black characters. They're just so happy reading their white Superman or whatever. They don't care about black characters, but I do. And I believe not having a black male character in a lot of these X-Men shows or movies, like, I'm not talking about like some side character or something. I'm talking about a main black character to be on the team, to be on the X-Men team. It's a lack of effort. It's stupid because they're losing money. Like, bringing in black characters, it brings revenue because you're bringing another community into this. And I just believe if you had a main male, straight black character, it's sad that Bishop is just from the future. I would love for him to be just a regular X-Men member, but I believe if they have an ongoing Bishop comic, it will sell. They've done a lot of miniseries. Like I said, Marvel and DC, y'all cannot let miniseries be y'all thought should this continue to go on. Because I don't buy miniseries. I just don't. I don't like to. If I know that the character is ongoing, I will buy it. Because I know y'all are serious to the craft. But for X-Men to have a lack of black, think about it. There's more female superheroes in the X-Men than black male superheroes on a team that's called X-Men. Not X-Woman, X-Men. They should really, to me, change their titles. Change it to X-Woman. Every time I try to give X-Men a chance, it's always about a female character that's in charge, that's the stories about them. X-Men has been dead for at least 10 to 12 years. Just dead. Next character.
Who is John Stewart? Before the DCU's new hero recites the oath in Lanterns, here's everything you need to know. Debuting in 1971's Green Lantern number 87, John became the third human to ever wield a Green Lantern ring. Born in Detroit, Michigan, he faced a hard life, but one led by hope. Inspired by his mother, a fierce community organizer and active protester, John was deeply driven to make the world a better place. He first served as a U.S. Marine Corps sniper, eventually leaving the battlefield behind to become an architect. Little did he know, the immortal Guardians of the Universe, the leaders of the Green Lantern Corps, were watching his every move. When Guy Gardner was injured, the Guardians handpicked John to step up as Earth's new champion and Hal Jordan's backup. John brought something entirely new to the Corps. By merging military tactics with an architect's brilliant mind, he built his constructs from the inside out, designing them down to the very last nut and bolt. Despite enduring countless tragedies as a hero, John Stewart hasn't just survived. He's risen time and time again, forging his legacy as a definitive leader of the Green Lantern Corps.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
After watching Justice League, the animated series, growing up as a kid, John Stewart was my Green Lantern. I talked to a lot of white people, people my age. They say the same thing. John Stewart is Green Lantern. So why aren't we getting ongoing titles of, to me, the best Green Lantern of this generation? Yes, he's in a lot of Green Lantern books, even as we speak right now. But it's like they're scared to give him his own book. I mean, look at the new show that's coming out, for crying out loud. There's other Green Lanterns in it. Why can't we just get a Jon Stewart Green Lantern show? Why are they so scared to push the trigger? Don't get it. Jon Stewart Green Lantern is iconic. Use them. Just use them. And I want to see an ongoing title, not a him with the other Green Lanterns. I want to see him by himself. That's it. Is it too hard to ask for? Could I get Jon Stewart by himself? Please? Pretty please with sugar on top?
Blade, the Daywalker, is one of Marvel's most formidable vampire hunters. But did you know his origins are as unique as his powers? Born as Eric Brooks, Blade gained his abilities after his mother was bitten by a vampire while she was pregnant. This gave him all the strengths of vampires, super strength, speed, and agility, without their weaknesses. But what makes Blade stand out is that he's immune to sunlight, earning him the title of Daywalker. Blade has spent his life hunting down the very creatures that cursed him, making him the ultimate weapon against vampires. His mission goes beyond revenge. Blade has been a key player in stopping vampire uprisings and even teamed up with heroes like Spider-Man and the Avengers. But what makes Blade truly fascinating is his inner battle, fighting the urge to give in to the bloodlust that comes with his vampire side while protecting humanity from the darkness.
I do not understand. For the longest, Blade saved Marvel in the late 90s and early 2000s. They were going bankruptcy. If the movies was not successful, Lord knows what Marvel would look like today. Lord only knows. What I'm saying is, why is he not having an ongoing title run? Why are they delaying his movies to the point that they canceled his movie? Writing vampire stories should be the easiest, and I mean easiest, type of stories to write. It's not that hard. In fact, I'm not really into vampire and zombie stuff, but watching the Blade movies made me become a lover and a believer of the product. I believe that girls love zombie stuff, girls love vampire stuff, and if you could bring in the woman community, and that's what I think. That's why I think Blade so well, because you brought in a woman community. And characters like that, I think everybody would love. So what's going on? What's going on? We gotta think about this, because white people hate when we use the word racism. So what is going on? Why are we having problems with putting out a simple character? Next character.
Meet Bill Foster, the brilliant scientist who took heroism to new heights, literally. Debuting in the Avengers issue 32, 1966, Foster began as a biochemist assisting Hank Pym. His expertise with Pym particles enabled him to transform into Black Goliath, later adopting the names Giant Man and Goliath. With the power to grow to gigantic sizes, Foster possessed immense strength and durability, making him a formidable force against villains. Beyond his superhero persona, he was a dedicated scientist striving to make the world a better place. Foster's legacy continues to inspire, reminding us that true heroism combines intellect and courage. Dive into his adventures and witness the towering hero in action. Follow or subscribe to MyEComics for more superhero origins.
Let's talk about the Avenger movies. They had a lack of black characters. I know y'all gonna tell me this. This is what y'all gonna tell me. War Machine was in the movie. You're gonna tell me Nick Fury was in the movie. And y'all gonna tell me lame ass Falcon was in the movie. Two of those characters are fucking sidekicks. Falcon and War Machine. Don Chia, you was way too old to play War Machine. I think they knew that, and I think that's the reason why they canceled the Disney movie. I'm confused. Was it a War Machine movie that was to come out? TV show? I don't know. He's way too old. He was there for the check. Falcon's a lame character, sidekick. They're both sidekicks. Nick Fury, they barely used him in the last few films. Like, he's there. He's just there, no powers. I think Black Goliath should be in a reboot, and I think the new Avengers should have more black characters that can actually be used. I mean, if you was going to replace Captain America, it should have been the Black Isaiah Bradley. It should not have been Falcon. Just shouldn't. And that's how I feel. And I think Black Goliath will be a great character for the new Avengers. And I feel like having him on an ongoing run, I believe he could sell if y'all could write him good enough and interesting enough and beyond. And that's just my point of view. Let's go to the next character.
After a particular instance of public humiliation by his bully, gang member Biz Money B, Virgil decides he has to finally take action. He borrows a gun from an older friend and decides he's going to shoot him. The best place to strike? The Big Bang. A huge fight planned between all the rival gangs of Dakota City. Think like the movie The Warriors. Static visits the Big Bang, but ultimately decides not to go through with the shooting. Just as he's about to leave, the police descend on the fight and tear gas all the participants. The tear gas contains an experimental agent designed to tag all the participants for a later arrest, but something goes wrong. The tear gas kills hundreds, but those who don't die develop superhuman abilities. Our boy Virgil was one of the lucky ones.
Static Shock is a billion-dollar character. To me, Static Shock is the only good character in the Dakota universe. I know y'all gonna mention Uncle Tom, Icon, that acts like a white guy and got a lame female sidekick that has no powers, but it takes a suit for her to actually fight crime. Y'all gonna name me some of those lame characters. By the way, in the comics, she was pregnant and she was this teenage pregnant female. Garbage agenda. That is why that's why Milestone Media did not last long. They had gay characters. They were so political correct. They wanted to make every race, every group happy. And when you try to do that, you fail. You have to direct your audience to like a certain audience. Somebody's gonna love it. You don't have to try to direct it to everybody. Then you fail, and that's what Disney Marvel is doing. It's failing because it's trying to direct it to gay people and white women. It's gonna fail. But anyways, Static Shock is a great character. He needs an ongoing run. By the way, they're doing all these Marvel and DC crossovers. Static Shock and Miles Morales Spider-Man crossover, you know how much money that comic would make? Especially with different covers? Come on. But because of racism, we're not going to see that for a very long time. I don't want to hear an excuse. This is what some of y'all loser nerds, y'all going to point your glasses up and be like, well, DC doesn't own Static Shock. That's not a good excuse not to use him and not for him to have an ongoing run. It's called money. Use it. All money talks. There was a time I thought George Lucas would never sell Star Wars. White Disney slave owners gave George Lucas $3 billion. Money talks. It talks. I would give whoever owns Static Shock, I'm not sure. I heard Michael B. Jordan owns them. I don't know. Milestone owns them. It's so many names that keeps coming up. I would give them $1 billion. You think they're not going to sell that character if you gave them $1 billion? And you would get it in return because it's a multi-billion-dollar character. For us not to have a Static Shock ongoing comic book title run, it's disgusting. It's been over 20 years now since he had an ongoing title run. It's disgusting. It's racist. It's absolutely, to me, weird. You put out Static Shock action figures, video games, movies, comics. It's going to sell. It's going to sell. It's weird that they're not doing this. They're sitting on gold.
Why do so many black superheroes in DC Comics get overlooked or underused? The problem with DC's black superheroes goes beyond just representation, it's about storytelling. Characters like Jon Stewart, Static, and Black Lightning are powerful, compelling heroes. But too often, they're sidelined, underdeveloped, or only appear as secondary characters. Instead of leading their own stories, they're often supporting players, rarely getting the spotlight that heroes like Batman or Superman do. This lack of focus means their stories and struggles aren't fully explored, limiting their impact and preventing fans from seeing diverse experiences in the DC universe. It's not enough just to have these heroes, they need compelling, front-and-center stories that showcase their strengths, identities, and journeys. For real change, DC needs to give these heroes the depth and respect they deserve, creating a new era of stories that speak to everyone. For more exclusive content like this, subscribe to the channel.
Round 2, freak.
Yeah, check out Comics Are Dope YouTube channel. Pretty solid channel. So far, I haven't seen no Uncle Tom behavior from him, so he's pretty good. And he's right. It's frustrating being a black nerd in today's age. You gotta go against the Uncle Toms, the Coons. You gotta go against the racist white people. It's not too many of us with morals that's black, and just to see them not do our characters right in the comic books, even if it's a black superhero title, like every time I read a book or something, it's like mostly white characters in it, and the only black character in the book is the hero of the book. And to me, that's whitewash entertainment, and we deserve better as black nerds, especially when we're funding Marvel and DC too. So it just sucks. It really do at the end of the day. Right below, and please subscribe.